Hey, and welcome to my final Disgaea 6 episode. I had recorded a episode that followed on from the last one, so it was Been a Blessing, and then all of these Overload Keep things, and then I was going to do some stuff, and then I had a look at the video I'd recorded, and there was no volume on my mic. Occasionally, Streamlabs will just decide it doesn't use my microphone anymore, and I check on occasion, and it screws me over from time to time, and it's incredibly frustrating. And Streamlabs, for fuck's sake, like, why? Anyway, setting that aside, I can't re-record that video, so that's just not going to happen. So this is the last video I'm doing for this game, and I'm not actually going to be playing it a lot, because with all of this complete, I completed the post-loot, or whatever you want to call it, and I, did some grinding. So now I have a bunch of people who are above what was the prior level cap. And grinding, you put it on 16 times speed, auto battle, and auto repeat, and you pick a level, and off they go. So they get up to that level, whatever, 12,000 in an hour or so. So now my options are, really I have two options, right? So there's the martial dimension I'm not counting as an option to do. There's this one, Edge of Reincarnation. And this bad boy here has 8 billion hit points and 9 million in stats. And it doesn't look terrible. He's level 999, my guy's a higher level. And again, in the cheat screen, the difficulty is now down to 0 stars. His stats seem kind of comparable to my guys. But if we do this, like, that's ridiculous. That's just nonsense. Right? And then if we take a look at the Carnage dimension, it's substantially worse, because these guys are level 300,000. Your man had a mere 9 million hit points. These guys have a trillion, 1.4 trillion hit points, 1,000 billion, a trillion if we're going by the American measures. And look at their stats. This guy's lowest stat is 87.6 million. My units haven't a hope in hell. So I think the intent for this game at this point is you just grind. You just set it to auto run overnight for multiple hours, so you can come back and do this. So let's just put that in context here. The goal of the game is for you to stop playing the game. Right? That is the only way to progress at this point. It's where you, the human being who purchased the game to play the game, now has to stop playing the game, automate the whole thing, walk away for multiple hours and come back. And, either you're going to come back too soon, and this fight and the previous fight is going to be too easy, is too hard, right? Or you're going to come back too late, and it's going to be too easy. Now, granted, if it's too easy, you can turn up the difficulty, so that's not terrible. But it just means to hit the sweet spot. It's ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. So, I have to admit, I'm a little bit pissed off at this point. Now, obviously, I was going into this annoyed at Streamlabs for fucking up my recording, and slightly annoyed at myself for not double check the mic. I know I need to do that every time. It's just really annoying. I check it 100 times and it's fine, and the one time I forget to check it, it's fucked. You know, that's frustrating. So I walked into this a little bit annoyed, but now I'm looking at this going, what am I as a player supposed to, like, if I as a player turn on Disgaea 6 right now, there is nothing for me to do as a player, as a human being, except to run missions I've already run. And the gains I need from those missions are so high, my participation is irrelevant. I just do the same maps over and over again, less efficiently than if I just run it at an automated rate. Right? I don't get to experience anything new or any new exploration until it's been automated for, I don't know, let's say 10 hours, right? I got my guys up to level 10,000 after about 45 minutes of automation, so if I let it run for 10 hours, that might be level 100, 150,000. Maybe we can take this level, we can probably take the other level. Come on, this is bullshit, right? This isn't a good game design. You're designing your game to not be played. It's terrible. So anyway, I had thought I was going to run, like, I had an hour episode for today. I was going to have maybe another episode next week. But no, I'm finished. We're done. No more of Disgaea 6. The game is over as far as I'm concerned. I am not interested in mindlessly grinding. I'm not interested really. I might run the game in the background if I'm off doing stuff so I can kind of explore this in my own free time, but I'm not going to record any more videos because, as you've seen in all my previous videos, an hour of playtime takes 5 or 6 missions, right? I'll get through 5 or 6 missions. What I can do now is, if I beat this, is Carnage level 2 going to be also at level 300,000 units? Probably not. I suspect it probably can jump up to 400, 500, 600,000. So I'm not going to be able to record an hour of content each time for this stuff. So we're done. And there's plenty of other fun tactics games out there. So what I'm leaning towards is Tactics Ogre Reborn, because I haven't played that in a long time. I certainly haven't completed it. I played Let Us Cling Together a long time ago. I've completed that. I think I completed pretty much all the paths and a bunch of the secret stuff in that as well. I have not played Reborn all the way through, so I'm going to start a new game of that. That's what I'm 99% interested in doing. However, if the alternative is Phantom Brave. Phantom Brave is very interesting. So, I don't know, if I were to get, and I'm picking for me, a ridiculous number of comments that aren't going to happen. If I were to get 50 comments in favor of Phantom Brave in the next week, bearing in mind I get 1 comment every couple of weeks, but I get 50 comments in favor of Phantom Brave PC, I will record some videos for Phantom Brave PC. I'll attempt to complete the game and run through the whole thing. It's very similar in style to this, with some very weird differences that are kind of cool. But yeah, that's it for today. Hit me up in the comments what you think. If you did a whole bunch of grinding in Disgaea 6, let me know. Why? I'm kind of curious why you would do that. So I'm open to hearing about it. But yeah, that is it for this one for me. Doodles.